Hey, what's up guys? So today we are going to be talking about Wolverine issue number 2. Now, if you haven't kept up with the series or you're not familiar with it, you can check out my issue number 1 review video that I have on the channel right now so that you're all kind of caught up. I enjoyed the first issue, but honestly, if I'm being honest guys, I kind of didn't really like this one. I really love Benjamin Percy. I'm absolutely loving the stuff that was going on with his X-Force. I still do. I can't wait for X-Force to come out again. I don't know even when that's going to come out. This issue in particular just didn't do it for me. So let's get into it. The issue basically starts off on the Marauder. We see Bishop, Iceman, Storm, and Kitty Pryde. And Bishop is the one in the ship, and he starts noticing that Iceman is taking the shipments of the Krakoan flower petals that they're using to ship out to the countries that acknowledge Krakoa as a nation. He's actually loading those up on some other boat, and Bishop's like, what the hell is happening? It seems like Iceman is acting weird, and he's like, I need to stop this. And then Storm uses her powers to push him off of the boat. This zombie Kitty Pryde pops out from in the water and like not drowns him, but takes him even lower into the water. And so already the thing about this book is I want to see Wolverine. That's what I want to see. And I get that all the X-Men books that are coming out are kind of intertwined with each other right now, but kind of just want to focus more on Wolverine. I know he's going through a lot of stuff with X-Force and obviously X-Men. If I wanted this, I would have bought Marauders. I actually stopped buying Marauders. I wasn't really enjoying it. Not to say it's bad or anything, I just wasn't enjoying it personally. Then we pick up from the last issue when we see that Wolverine has killed X-Force, basically Jean Grey, Kid Omega, and Domino, and we see what he saw then, and he basically saw all three of them as old villains of his, like Sabretooth, Deathstrike, and there was some other guy there, I forgot who he was, but basically he kills them, as we know from the last issue. And again, this is another thing that I'm having an issue with, is just that death in X-Men comics now, it just doesn't hold the same weight as it I guess usually would, because I mean, I know it's comics and pretty much everyone can come back, but they have a means of bringing anybody back like super easily now. Such a viable and such a ready vehicle of rebirth. So I didn't really feel like any of this. This was a moment that kind of reminded me of Old Man Logan when he kills everybody, but it just didn't hold the same weight, so I didn't really care. And then when we get through the book, Logan basically wakes up in the Krakoan healing garden or healing factory. I forgot what it was called. He's trying to figure out how long have I been here? How long was I out? Everybody's noticing some strange activity. Like everybody that was on the Marauder was somehow unaware through a certain period of time. Like they can't recall a certain period of time on the vessel, and they're starting to suspect foul play. And the guy who actually saved Wolverine in Alaska after he killed all the rest of X-Force was that Agent Bannister. He wants to talk to Wolverine, and basically they both want to get to the bottom of this. Obviously, Agent Bannister has that daughter that is sick, and he wants to get those flower petals back because he wants his daughter to have them because that could help her out. And Wolverine obviously just wants to stop this because, you know, he killed his friends. Doesn't want to be doing that. Basically, I think they're trying to recreate the scenario that happened at the beginning of the book towards the end of the book, and they're on, I don't know if it's the Marauder, but some type of vessel. They don't want any casualties. They're trying to draw the pale girl out who has been, you know, making people act crazy and basically kill themselves, and the one who has been taking over people's minds and who probably took over the X-Men who were on the board of the Marauders' minds at that time in the beginning of the issue. So they go out into sea. Somebody calls Agent Bannister into like the main hull where the controls are in the ship, and then you see Snicket, you see the famous Snicket, and Wolverine kills Agent Bannister, and it's revealed that, you know, the pale girl has been there all along. There's some kind of cool parts at the end. The whole ending of it was basically like when you strip down all your defenses, no matter how much people want to make excuses for you, you're just like an animal. I believe something along those lines, and I kind of like that whenever they play around with the idea of being, you know, kind of an animal doing bad things, and Wolverine trying to live with that. But yeah, guys, honestly, I didn't really care about this issue, and Wolverine is like, it's a tie almost between him and Spider-Man for my favorite Marvel character and like my favorite like superheroes of all time. So this is a little displeasing. Am I gonna stop reading Wolverine? Hell no. I love Benjamin Percy. I love the team on this. Apart from the story, the art is awesome. Solid art. The colors are awesome. A solid coloring. As far as the story in this particular one, I think it was a little too much Marauder and not enough Wolverine. I get what they're going for. Everything is intertwined. The X-Men have this one problem to deal with, but I would have liked to have focused more on Wolverine, and I didn't really see too much from Wolverine in this issue. The only like action that I got really really of Wolverine was him killing his friends and then him killing that agent. So I would have liked to actually seen him go up against an actual villain. That's my take on it, guys. I think honestly that Agent Bannister's daughter and the Pale Girl, I have a feeling they have some kind of connection. I don't know why. I just have a feeling about that. So I don't know if anything will happen. Now she doesn't have a father, which is horrible. And I don't know if Charles Xavier is going to feel responsible for that or he's going to do something about that. I don't know if Agent Bannister is going to get reborn. I don't even know if they can do that. I don't think Charles Xavier has a copy of him and his like mind to do the whole like rebirth process. One of the last things I read from the other like 10 billion other like X-Men runs that are out right now is that the whole rebirth process is kind of like they're having issues with it with some of the mutants. Like the eggs that Gold Balls is creating are like unfertile now. Something about that. I forgot if that was in New Mutants or not. But that's my whole thing about this issue, guys. I really just want to see more Wolverine. I want the story to focus more on Wolverine. Definitely see more action and kind of get away from the flower petals a bit. I know we have to address it now, but just yeah, I just wanted more focus on Wolverine and see more action from him. But that's just my review of this issue, guys. Let me know what you think, if you're keeping up with this series, or if you like Wolverine and you've been watching other videos, what you think about it and your criticisms or the things you liked about it. Let me know. I mean, Wolverine 3 I don't think is gonna come out until like July, which probably would have came out this month, and it sucks so bad, but it's good for our wallets, guys, and that's what's important as well. You got to remember that. So yeah, that's it. If you liked the video, leave me a thumbs up, comment down below, and if you want, subscribe. I always appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.